Hey guys, Mika here, and I'm bringing you what I call an illegal instrument here because this thing sounds too good. This thing sounds way too good to be an ukulele. Um, but all jokes aside, this is an ukulele by one of my favorite builders, all the way up in Wisconsin, United States. This is a baritone custom ukulele built by master luthier Petros. He's also a wonderful guitar builder, but he builds absolutely amazing ukuleles as well. And this right here is not an exception. This is incredible. I wanted to noodle more before we started pressing play because I know once we press stop, I have to put this away in the case and I can't play it again. But this instrument is phenomenal. I'm probably just going to keep repeating myself. So let's jump into the beauty of this instrument. We have chocolate cedar. It's technically not like a scientific word for chocolate cedar. It's just something that Bruce likes to call the types of cedar that he uses because it resembles like that chocolate color. And pretty much I am used to calling it chocolate cedar as well when I see his build, just because of that darker shade that you get on the cedar wood. And just the medullary rays, the way it's cut, everything is just, it's so silky and shiny with the gloss and the lighting here in the room. It's really phenomenal. So beautiful piece of chocolate cedar on the top. Beautiful Macassar ebony here on the back and sides. Spalted maple back strip running all the way, cutting the instrument in half right here, but just beautiful piece of Macassar ebony. Again, on the sides, you have a little side port right here, binded with the koa. And then speaking of koa, you also have that curly koa binding that is wrapped around the bottom of the instrument as well as the top of the instrument right here. And then you have a piece of the spalted maple again here as like the purfling that wraps around the perimeter of the instrument to give it a slightly more striking figure to it. So again, wrapped around the perimeter of the instrument, as well as a nice thick cut around for the rosette around the sound hole right here. You even see it here attached to the bridge where the strings are tied down right here. You see more of the spalted maple as well on the fret markers on 3, 5, 7, 10, double and 12 on 15. And then more of that spalted maple on the headstock right here with the Petros logo. So you have the spalted maple with the white stripes, and then you have the Macassar ebony as the darker stripes right here. More Macassar ebony on the the fretboard itself, and then wrapped with curly koa as the binding alongside the fretboard on both sides, as well as your looks like silver, like a silver color, maybe sterling silver. Fret markers here on the side: 3, 5, 7, 10, double on 12, 15, 17, and if you're brave enough, all the way on 19, all the way to the last fret of the instrument. And then the koa is binded around the headstock as well. Got Rubner tuners here on the back, so it has that kind of that bronze metallic kind of look here. Very easy, very good to use on this instrument. Very accurate tuning. Mahogany neck, gloss finish on this instrument. And then for the fretboard itself, you have a radius fretboard. So frets aren't like this, it's more like this. I'm a big fan of radius fretboard. I think it does make a noticeable difference when you play your bar chords or when you're just holding chords naturally on the instrument. So now getting into the sound. Oh, actually, I don't want to forget that this instrument already has a pickup installed. This is the My Side pickup. So what's great about this pickup is that it comes with a charger, and essentially what's attached to the charger is like the plug that you plug in as if you're plugging in an instrument cable here, like a 1/4-inch instrument cable. You plug it in, you can charge it to the wall as an adapter, and essentially it's always charged if you just remember to plug it in. So you never have to buy circle batteries or 9-volt batteries to change and put inside the instrument. So it's always ready to go, whether you're gigging or you have a studio or you want to record with this. The My Side pickup is a great addition to this instrument. So now getting into what I love about playability and the feel of this instrument. The action for me, in my personal taste, is always set more on the lower side. So for me, I like that because I'm not afraid to say that I have like girly hands, and meaning like if the action is too high, my hands are very picky about it and it gets sore really easily. So I usually like to set my action as more or less as low as possible without it buzzing so that I can just press down pretty effortlessly and I can just play for hours. So a lot of Bruce's instruments are set up like that. I'm not sure if it's designed like that by him or that's just how it is, but whenever I pick up his instrument, it's always just so easy to go ahead and pick up and play. Again, it helps with the Radius fretboard. I can go ahead and play all these, bar chords and fancier fingerings with a lot more ease because of it. The neck is slightly like on the skinnier side. I would say it's more like a normal depth of neck, but it's maybe skewed towards the being a little skinnier. So I do like that shape, the shape of the neck right here. It's really easy to press down the chords. And then, yeah, just the string tension on this too is more on the looser side. It's a baritone. So, as for baritones, you kind of don't want to like dig into it and strum really hard or pick really like loud or like a lot of, like that. You want to be more gentle like this. A lot more gentler, so it does have slightly looser strings, but that's fine. You just play light and you get a beautiful tone out of the instrument. So that's the playability aspect of this. Now going into sound, yeah, this thing is illegal. I'm going to repeat myself because instrument that sounds this good, it shouldn't sound this good because if it sounds this good, then it's just not fair. It's almost like cheating. You enter like an ukulele contest with this and you go on stage and you plug this in and you don't even need a reverb pedal. This thing is like, has like a built-in reverb. It's just so warm, but so balanced at the same time. And with me, I'm lucky because I have nails and I file and take care of my nails. So if I wanted to get a little more bite or attack on like the E string, I guess, the bottom string, I can still get that nice attack so you can get more of a bite out of the sound. Typically baritones are notorious for being very muddy sounding because it's just the tuning is much lower. It's literally the bottom 4 strings of a guitar. But sometimes baritones can easily get really muddy and sound too warm, like you're just drowning in warmth and stuff. So this instrument is a breath of fresh air because everything is just really well balanced. Like it's definitely really warm, but you can hear every single note so clearly. Again, everything is just super clean. Even on the 15th fret. Listen to that, it's so clean. And then the sustain, beautiful. Everything about this instrument is just making me sad that I have to put it down after we finish this. So let's go ahead and jump into an uninterrupted sound sample. Here we go. I'm sad I had to wrap that up because now I have to move on to strumming and then that much closer to putting this instrument away in the case for the lucky person that gets to have this. So here is a little bit of strumming.